When? When a man is woman, bird a flower, red is blue, life, death, twilight. Hooked, scent of a flower, coolness of a breezy whiff, the celestial splendor of the night, relentless beat of the heart and the gentle movement of breath, all these seemingly innocuous happenings make me a living, throbbing, intense life. This brilliant mix of innocuous and the incredible can only be an outcome of a mindless, unthinking intelligence of the beyond that made me a slave in my own life, a life without persona, a life bereft of its own longings, a life that is conquered by the infinite will. The cool fire of this eternal mill burns me not, but leaves me leaves me blissed out and hooked. Mukti, a strange drift, overwhelming all that I knew, all that I always was, all that all that I ever wanted to be, all that meant something to me, not at all unpleasant, but a sense of sweetness of being, soaked in sugar syrup, a drowning and death of one, and conception and birth of another, a familiar me being dissolved, an unfamiliar power being born, seemed like a catastrophe of the puny me, an effulgent celebration for the life as it explored beyond the limits of my body and perceptions. Having been a prisoner of my own device, feel embarrassed to celebrate liberation. Pain. My pain is not of the wounded, nor is this the pain of the lost, nor of defeat and failure. This is the pain of the mother when one in her womb turned against her. She would be willing to go just to let him be. If she lets go, she will kill. If this is the pain of knowing. In your love, you will destroy. In your withdrawal, you will destroy that which is but your part. Till the part is willing to be whole, the pain will take its toll. This true of creation and me. Human, even when at home, I longed for home, searing pain of longing for home, strangely got cured in being homeless. When the walls of home dissolved, a pristine home, unwalled and unfettered, devoid of love, affection or companions blossomed. Shall I call it my being? These people want to know who I am. These children of God, drunk upon the fruit of ignorance, want to know where I come from. These pearly dewdrops that hang precariously from the blades of grass, I am in them. The lovely fresh orange blossom of the spring, I am in them. The silent songs of these timeless rocks, I am in that. The age-old scent of the cedars, I am in that. The sweetness that the mother's breast bears for the child, I am in that. The coyote howling away in their ancient sorrows, I am in that. Where is there for me to come from? Where is there to go? All has become stillness, as everything that is moving and unmoving is me. Disarm. Sit still, says my heart. Do not raise your dust. Let the world find its way to you. But my mind, the worldly wise, says, raise a storm or you will never get this world to disarm. My master, brooding, squinting, staring, I could not hit the mark. He walks in like a wanton monarch with a crooked stick and he makes his mark. My master, lost to life and death, both I did, but moved me not. A man who walks with a stick comes to me, the able-bodied one, having seen birth and death and all that life can bequeath, still sitting dumb-stuck. Here comes the man with a stick to have me struck with his lightning stick. My master, I let the whole world go by, of spiritual and material, of land and sky. I searched in the mother's womb and in the lover's bosom, but such a one I did not find till I clawed to him like a worm. Till I crawled to him like a worm. My master, what can the poor guru do? All I have done is do and do. After seeking all that is there to see, he comes to teach me how to be. My master, the breath that passes out will not come back. The guru who touched me and left me not and need not come back. Well, this… even the tissue's wet, what the hell? Of meanings. Okay? Call it what you want, love, friendship, purpose or God. You're scanning the invisible for an illusion that may assist your life to find meaning. I'll read that again. Call it what you want, love, friendship, purpose or God. You're scanning the invisible for an illusion that may assist your life to find meaning. In abandoning this search, shall you find the invisible presence sans meaning. To ride this great phenomena of creation without contamination of meanings. Too much tenderness.
Tenderness.
Let's go too much. No?
Any of the tender poems. There are 3 of them.
Let's do tenderness.
I thought so.
Tenderness, the irony of life that I should now be doing… the irony of life that I should now be doing everything to bond myself, to bind myself, to demarcate boundaries that no one should cross, doing my best to be self-centered, all these antics just to keep this crumbling cage intact. With the work done, why linger on? Depart gracefully, says my mind. But what to do with lovers who have lost themselves in the process of loving? Too many lovers, the very remembrance brings tears of too much tenderness, so I will act brash and go on. I've been brash enough. America. The brooding darkness of these woods fed upon the native blood. In the twisted tangle of the fallen wood, the spirit of the fallen Indian stood. O brothers, your identity a mistake, those who oceans crossed did make. The greed for gold and land laid waste the spirit of wisdom and grace. The children of those who by murder did take are taintless of their forefathers' mistake. But those who lived, fed upon the milk of courage and pride, stood as spirits of defeat and shame. Oh, the murdered and the murderous, embrace me. Let me set your spirits to rest. Dumbfounded.
Okay.
I don't know what it's about anyway. When the flower opened its petals and sprayed its fragrance into the not-so-fragrant world, dramatic as it was, there was no attendant music and there was no auditory applause. So it is when the greatest of events happen within you. No drama, I'm saying.
Okay,
Shall I read just not?
But you also have to read grace and just playing.
Laugh your head off if you can. Cry your heart out if you cannot laugh. Know the abandon of doing something where you are not. Just not. The roots of divine are entrenched in this body. Where the flowering of the divine occurs, there heaven is. This divine flowering happens not in the heavens above, but in the inner spaces. None can see the flowering, but can anyone miss the fragrance? Just not, and you shall know. Smell of Shiva. The silent mountains, stoic but full of ice, the roaring river, rapid, in a hurry to lose itself, a nameless valley steeped in occult ways, people as earthy as earthworms, found ways to bend nature to their will, seeking the mundane through magic. The smell of Shiva makes me sit down for a night, a day and a night, and how to tell the fools of his plumbless ways. Grace. We have found the flame that can burn beneath the water. We have found the union that can be united under the severest knife. We have found the bliss that can bloom even in the very face of death. We have found the love that can stir most barren of hearts. We have found the guile that can slip out of hell's own corner. We have found the grace that has placed us beyond all disgrace. We have found a jointedness that can make Shiva feel like two. O Shambho, your grace has brought us this far, may we proceed unto you. Just playing. There are private spaces in my mind where I agree with all and sundry. But there are public spaces in my mind where I could debate all that anyone says or thinks. This is not a contradictory existence, just that deep down I never took sides of any sort. Though I stand stoutly for all that I take up, don't you go thinking I'm in a confessional mode, just playing with you, as deep down in this me, there is really no you and me, just playing.